Minecraft, the sandbox game where you can do almost anything, and with the near limitless mods, can do anything. From spoiled 8-year-olds, depressed 18-year-olds, and Swedish 30-year-olds, Minecraft has swiftly become the world's best-selling game in just 10 years, with over 176 million copies, excluding the 200 million registered users of the free Chinese release and the 30 million users of the original PC version.
Over the years, Minecraft has attracted a wide range of audiences, from children to adult who like participating in both multiplayer and single-player mode.
Single player allows the player to be alone in their world. They can play survival, a mode where they start off with nothing and have to use what's around them to survive past decreasing hunger levels and monsters that spawn in the dark. Creative gives the player unlimited materials, the ability to fly, limitless possibilities to build, and create whatever they choose within the infinite world.
Minecraft became a creative phenomena upon release, acting as virtual Legos, attracting children by the millions to make and compare builds of increasingly impressive size, use of resources, aesthetics, or even functional purpose.
Multiplayer servers were allowed freedom to host, allowing anyone to hold an open world and allowing the host to mod the multiplayer game itself. Due to this unheard-of freedom, anyone can make modifications to the game with coding or to just download the modifications made by others from the internet.
Many servers became so creative and so large that they require as much development as many full games, such as Hypixel, which costs over $100,000 per month just to keep online, and as many mini-games which may be completely unique, or take a Minecraft spin on other games, such as the recreation of Counter-Strike or Call of Duty Zombies mode, managing an average player count over 45,000 and an all-time high count over 92,000 players.
These servers make money by selling in-server aesthetics or ranks to show your server loyalty, and some give you special permissions, such as a private island you can build on. However, none of these paid features offer an advantage in-game, as enforced by the EULA. A server called Mineplex even made a sponsorship deal with the NBA's Mavericks.
Even with these massive servers making money based in Minecraft, Minecraft's ownership views these servers as friends, not pirates. The relationship between Minecraft and its community is very unique, remaining strong even after Microsoft bought the rights to Minecraft, due to the strong freedom of the player and the development team's willingness to accept criticism without losing the feeling that came with a small indie game initially created by one man.
Even 10 years after release, Minecraft's development team is still releasing bold updates, adding content and pushing the limits of what can be done with a little imagination. All of these factors have led Minecraft to have a lasting impact on not just the gaming industry as a whole, but has acted to shine a light on opportunities video games could create as the new media surged in popularity, inspiring features in coding, development, and media creation such as YouTubers.
In this project, we will take a deeper look at the Minecraft community, its membership, and how the members act in a give-and-take citizenship to the community.
Well, hello and welcome to the show. I'm Jaden, and I've been playing Minecraft since probably 2011 when the Pocket Edition came out, but I switched over to PC around 1.7 in 2013, and to our co-host, I don't know who we should...
I'm the one running this thing. I'm main host.
Oh.
My name's Haley. I've been playing Minecraft probably since 2011. I got Pocket Edition, and I downloaded the PC version about 2012, 2013. I started playing around 1.4, and I've played on PC, my Xbox 360 in elementary school, and of course my Kindle Fire on my Pocket Edition.
Of course, that nostalgic start to all of it. I guess really we should kind of catch the audience up on what it is we're talking about, because there's quite a deep sphere of, like a sphere of citizenship when it comes to Minecraft that people outside might not know about. You and I, we've been in for a long time, watching community members and providing feedback. Even just
Minecraft YouTubers are a big one.
We've been fans of Minecraft for quite a long time, even the comes and the goes of it, I guess.
The waves.
The waxes and the wanes. I've played significantly more time on servers, I think, whereas you've played on modded.
Yeah, well, I did play a lot of server stuff too. I played on one server, and I was actually the number one PvP person for a good while on that server. I was killing it.
And I have the highest rank in Hypixel without a monthly fee, so stand back pores. And hero rank on Mineplex, which is arguably the best rank because it's got the nicest color name tag and no one else bought it. We've provided quite a bit of communion there, but that was obviously quite a while ago when Minecraft was roaring. Nowadays, you'd be lucky to find anyone on Mineplex's forums. I remember just talking with the players and forming somewhat of guilds almost, and just talking to mods, building a sense of communion. What was your experience like?
Well, I was a very socially anxious middle school girl, late elementary school, middle school. I didn't really have many real life friends. So, I went on the Minecraft servers, and of course I had about 10 Minecraft boyfriends. And there was a very tight-knit community on a server I used to play on, and I was active on the forums, and I was loved and adored for being number one PvP gal. And it definitely helped me with socialization in real life too. But I think a lot of my developing personality came from the friends I made through Minecraft. I also played a lot of modded single player.
IS Cupquake.
Oh my gosh, I used to watch IS Cup. I'd play the mods that she played, like Minecraft Comes Alive, which is more of like a girly mod. You could have babies. I don't know. I had a good time playing Minecraft.
Doctor said hi to me once on Mineplex server lobby 1, so things got pretty serious for me too. But I guess that kind of leads into the topic of this nostalgia and the new wave we're seeing nowadays of people rushing in.
Yeah, it had its roaring era. I think it started dying out in 2016. Ish, 2017.
Lost significant popularity, especially in 2016. With the rise of YouTubers like Leafy, these channels that would mock adults for playing these games, or
children's games.
They called it children's game. Well, in the meantime, the game wasn't slowing down, and in the community, it had actually been growing in popularity, and the average player's age is really, it's 24.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you see it's really surged in popularity. You can't scroll on Reddit for 5 minutes without seeing a Fortnite bad, Minecraft good. I'm sure you've got a lot to say about that.
Yeah, well, it started dying out. It was seen as a children's game. So, recently, I think it was about, 6 months ago, that PewDiePie started playing Minecraft again. He's the number one YouTuber, or actually number 2 now. He's a pretty big YouTuber. And he's recently started a Minecraft series again. That had a big impact on the community. A lot of people started playing again. There's a lot of PewDiePie Minecraft memes going around. There's a lot of Minecraft memes that are now good.
The memes, yeah, we should talk about those. These people making comedic posts with the punchline being Minecraft as haha, this is funny because it's a children game. You've noticed how it switched and slowly faded into haha, this is funny because Minecraft is fun and I'm depressed. Lots of people trying to re-spark that happiness, that feeling they originally had. It's led to a lot of nostalgia after years of neglecting the game. I even viewed it as a cop-out when PewDiePie started playing. At this point, I think what's happening is the fans that use Minecraft as a punchline, big quotation marks around the fans, they left in 2016, and I think they're leaving again. Now you see people make fun of them because it's like they can't make a joke that doesn't revolve around Minecraft. And even I have Minecraft backpack that's a joke, but I haven't stopped playing. I've been on servers, and when that gets boring, I play single player, and when that gets boring, I switch to different servers. You see this kind of rise and fall, and even gatekeeping on who is and who isn't a real Minecraft fan because of this tension that exists. And that's kind of what brings us to citizenship. Do you have anything that you would consider what makes them a citizen of the community?
Oh, I mean, it's hard. It's hard to gatekeep, like, who's a citizen of a video game and who's not. You could say forum activity, but, forums aren't for everybody anyway. You could say server activity, but there could be people who play single player for, like, hundreds of hours and have never touched a server before, and you wouldn't want to exclude them. I think it's tough. I think it depends on their loyalty to the game. I think that plays a lot into it.
Now, I think we've talked quite a bit about forums, and these forums, they used to be popular on a website called Engine. They would host a social media site. It's very similar to Reddit. Reddit is considered a forum where people can make posts. If they like the post and they want other people to see it, they upvote. If it's something like a question or a suggestion or even just a combat tip for player versus player fighting, they can do that.
I think that sums it up real well. I guess what I'm wondering is what you think is a citizen of Minecraft and what you would consider citizen-like activities.
I do realize there is a give and take, much like in, say, being a citizen of a country, where not just everyone, there's the free borders thing, and I think this Minecraft sphere can kind of be an example of that, but even then there's gonna be people who don't identify the same way, much as a Turkish citizen might be a Kurd. I think it's so subjective that at this point I think you kind of just need to identify as one.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
The same point, I'm very critical of people who don't support Minecraft, who don't play it, who always wave the banner of, hey, I'm a Minecraft veteran, because they logged into it on their friend's Xbox once. As much as they might be, I think if you're not paying attention to these things, you're certainly not a good citizen if you are one. It's something where if you want to be considered as a citizen by your peers, you should really be keeping yourself as up to date as you can. And if you don't enjoy the game, there's no shame admitting that. If you don't enjoy the game, you don't need to play it, and you don't need to bolster it to look cool. In fact, a lot of these people really make us look bad. Like, in, 2013, it was sieged by children, and that really gave the players a bad reputation. Although it still played through 2014 and 15, that reputation slowly got worse. And with 2016 as the air quotes cyberbully channels, I think that just kind of really killed the willingness of an adult player to say that they play.
Well, do you think the children of Minecraft are considered citizens? Like kids underneath the age of 13?
I think that's a good question, and I think that they really should be considered, in fact, more so than a child of the equally so as a child of the United States.
Children under 18 don't deserve rights.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of a child, their vote counts in, say, the sphere of Minecraft, I think, more than... We can't have 8-year-olds voting for things in U.S. politics, even though that's kind of what it seems like is happening. But that's kind of a thing where it is subjective, but one of the main demographics is children. It's a very PG game where you can discover a lot and build creativity. It's a great game for children to be playing. It just so happens that it's a great game for really everyone, and that's why I think it's lasted for so long. That's a good question, because as much as children might be a huge demographic, they also have crazy, well, not crazy, but they have unrealistic expectations and ideas, like in Minecon, showing up because their parents paid and have no idea what's going on, and just going to the Q&A session and asking when guns are going to be added to Minecraft when they have no intention of adding something like that. Do you have any opinions on that subject?
Well, children of Minecraft, I think they contribute a lot to it. I think, they pay. I think like $1 is like a vote. I mean, they go into the, what's it called? It's that little...
marketplace.
The marketplace. And they'll buy, like, you and me and maybe a lot of other people our age don't have much interest in buying, like, specialized single-player maps with really cool unicorn things, or, like, whatever they have in the marketplace. I don't know. I don't look that much, but
That brings up another thing, is that there are multiple versions of the game. That marketplace is not available in Java Edition.
oh yeah,
So that brings another type of thing. There's some sort of elitism that tends to run on between. Really, no one's an elitist for Windows 10 or Bedrock Edition, which has cross-platform between Xbox, Windows, Android, iOS, but there tends to be elitism, some people choosing for either side, and even PlayStation, which has its own version. Do you think that any sort of sphere there that chooses to exclude themselves, like, how would you think that counts? If someone excludes themselves from Xbox Minecraft because they think it's worse than Legacy Edition on PS4, how would you think of them? Do you think they're still part of the community?
yeah. I think they're still part of the community.
Or
I mean,
citizens, really?
if they prefer console over PCs, they're wrong. But they're still citizens.
Okay.
I mean, they pay the money for the game. They play the game.
But what if they don't identify? Like, what if they say they're, like, I don't identify as a patron, like, I'm not a patron of Microsoft, but I'll play the 4J Studios version on PS4.
Oh, PS4 specifically?
Well, mainly because that's the one that's really not
Microsoft.
Yeah. It's still technically owned by Microsoft, but run by a different programmers, different title publisher.
I mean, so you're saying if they don't identify as a patron to Microsoft, but they still identify with Minecraft?
Well, they just say they want to only say that they are a patron of 4J Studios Minecraft.
I mean, I don't know. I think that's a pretty gray area, dude.
That's how we get fours. Hopefully. Miss Doyle, we love you. You're a favorite teacher. Or, if you're not the one grading these, then...
Miss Jones?
Yeah, we
love you.
We love you. Whichever one's listening to it, you're our favorite teacher.
Yeah, no, I would consider them a citizen, I think. I mean, it's like, you don't have to identify mainly with the country you live in to be technically a citizen. I'm a citizen of the United States, and I don't have an ounce of patriotism in my body. Oh, get a little political there. Oh.
Yeah, I was actually kind of hoping we'd disagree on that, so then we'd have some more spicy content, but I do think if they don't identify as a player of Minecraft, but they're playing Minecraft, they're just wrong. They can be in a sub-community.
Yeah.
But you can't just exclude yourself, especially when it's all owned by Microsoft, one big company. I guess we could bring that up, bringing it connections of, say, a world or a country citizen. Like, for example, how does Microsoft make money if they've sold all of these copies of the game? They're not nearly as expensive as a full release game. The microtransactions only cover Bedrock Edition, which is where people can buy skins or different looks for their player model. But on Java, we've got these massive servers taking money from these basketball teams, and Minecraft doesn't really see a penny from it.
Yeah. Well, I think that's kind of why Minecraft just, like... it kind of takes that sandbox game to the next extreme. I mean, you have so much freedom to do whatever you kind of, like, want to do. I mean, these people had the ability to create servers, make revenue off these servers, and they're not seen as bad in the company's eyes. I mean, they're bringing a sense of kind of, like, individual communities to the game.
I think this is where the citizen analogy really shines the most. This is because our government makes money. Well, it tries to, at least. It goes 20 trillion in debt. But the people in theory are free, but the government still thrives. And we could say taxes, such as how you have to pay $60 to get online every year, but that's not something that they have on really any of the editions. Minecraft tends to be very player focused, which is really surprising, especially after Microsoft bought the game. But it's one of those things where maybe these servers are bringing up enough popularity that they get more playtime in, they get more exposure, and then they get more players who give them more money, or maybe it's growing at such a fast rate that if they started to act poorly towards their players, it wouldn't turn out very well for them. Or what do you think? Because in a company this big, it's hard to believe that they just care about us so specifically when Microsoft is shown time and time again they'll put a paywall on anything they can.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just because, there's player expression. I mean, at the last few Minecons, they had players voting for what they want to see in the game, which is, like, huge, I think. I don't know if many other video games do that, but it's something where it kind of, like, gives the player some, like, expression and some, like, identity in the game, or some sort of, with skins, too, players can express themselves. They can, without having to pay for skins unless you're in Bedrock.
And even there, a lot of the times, there's ways you can upload your own. They've gotten criticism for a bug that many people didn't think were a bug, that you had to change your skin every time you logged in back to what it was. There's been some controversy around that. Really not super strong. It's nothing's too strongly controversial, except for maybe 1.9 Combat, an update that changed the way combat works, and it's so split that the two versions, Java and Bedrock, the two main versions at least, don't have the same combat system.
Yeah. But I think now they've got enough backlash for it that I think the next update, 1.15, that the combat
it won't be till at least it's coming soon. TM. Trademarked.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're working on it because they listen to the community. They're active on their social media forums too and responding to people. And I think the best part about it for me personally is that I pay the $30, I get the whole game, and I don't have to pay any more money to get the same experience.
And before we go off too far on a tangent, I just want to bring us back to how do you think that relates? How do you think that is compared to, say, an American citizen or a world citizen? How does a government thrive and make money if it's not taxing its people? I don't want to go all anarcho-capitalist. How does that work? How does tourism help? And is there anything you can do to be a better citizen? Or is there anything you can do that makes you a worse citizen? People who go to jail they can vote. So people who cheat, people who hack, and then more gray area, people who download the game illegally, should they be able to vote on what happens in the future of the game? Because they're still players.
Okay, I want to talk about that. Because that was a lot of questions thrown at me, and I spaced out halfway through, but
I can't admit that while we're recording.
Yes, I can. Just did.
I won't even cut it out.
So,
saying you're the host.
Anyway, I do not think pirating the game makes you a bad citizen. I mean, I might be split on that. Some might totally disagree. Okay, wait. Okay, let me back it up. You're not a horrible citizen. I don't know about anybody's money problems. $30 can be a lot of money.
I think it's more of the question of, are you a citizen? Should you have the right to say where the future of the game goes if you, say, use hacked accounts to play in Mineplex, if you cheat on online servers?
I feel like if you hack someone's account and continue using theirs, that's pretty scummy. That affects another person. But I think saving $30 from a company that has billions, you're not doing that much damage. However, cheating, if I'm PvPing and some dude has a kill aura on, which is
if it detects another player within your range, it'll attack them. So you can basically stand there and out PvP anyone, out player versus player, basically combat.
Yeah. Oh no, you're fine. So it's like that negatively affects other citizens. I don't think, pirating's illegal. I don't recommend it. But some people just don't have the $30. I don't think that excludes you from the community. You're not the best person in the world, but
even if you cheat, because you're conflating the two things together a little bit closer.
Oh, am I? Okay. Cheating, hacking, bad.
But are you a citizen?
Okay, cheating, hacking. Oh, that's so tough. I mean, are people in jail U.S. citizens? Is that a tough question?
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going, because you can be the worst kind of criminal, but you still have a vote.
Yeah. Well, that depends on the state.
What I think is, if you are a player and you play, no matter how bad of a person you are, I think you should have a vote. As even that might harm me. I think that you should have a vote, but much like it in being a citizen in the U.S., the president has veto power, and when it comes to Minecraft, Jens Bergstein, Jeb, the leader of Minecraft development, basically has veto power, such as guns. They're never coming to Minecraft. That's just not part of it breaks the immersion of the game. He has certain rules that he will not change. I don't know. I think we kind of have to wrap it up. This is getting lengthy. And
we spent about 3/4 of the time just explaining the game.
Miss Doyle, or Jones, if you're listening, you're
Miss
welcome
Jones.
for cutting this down. Now, I guess really just to wrap up, let's kind of summarize what we said and put in our final thoughts.
You go first.
Oh, of course. Going through this, we've taken a perspective on these people who are coming back, why they're coming back, nostalgia, this sort of space of memery, and just why people are playing, who's playing, gone over who we might consider a member of the community, who's a good member of the community, and how they're similar to citizens. I think it's really a lot closer than a lot of people would think, and hopefully we've delved deep enough into that to show people it's definitely subjective. You can't just say you're not a citizen, you are a citizen, even on something as simple as this game. And things, gray areas for cheaters, people who haven't paid money to get the game. There's really a wide range of people, and just like in countries that don't have open borders, this is more subjective because the development team and owners of Minecraft don't decide this is a player run, where we don't go to jail if we break the law. We just have a game that suffers and eventually dies out after not fizzling out for 10 years. I think we've kind of run a pretty successful governance. I don't know, making Mineplex is the same thing I would imagine as building infrastructure. You don't expect that to happen. Anarcho society, but here it is. That's pretty much my take on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you've said everything that needs to be said. I hope the game continues to grow. I'm surprised, or I'm not super surprised, but, you know, I mean, Minecraft is a video game that's going to go down in video game history. It's hugely successful, and it's
the hugestly successful, if you will.
It's definitely doing something right, and possibly other video games in the future will learn from this. I love Minecraft so much. It has such a wonderful place in my heart. I don't think that
it brings people together.
Yeah, I mean, I think that a lot of people just love Minecraft. It did something right. There's very little hostility in the community.
Yeah, there's some bad corners, but...
You know, yeah, as of all, but, you know, it's, I think, just a wonderful game, and...
You may or may not know that my co-host and I we're both co-hosts. We're co-ed hosts. Don't even... That's too... even we... Wow, you really think that's funny. Even we met playing Minecraft, set up by our friends. We've played in servers together, and we've spent hours building worlds and building just impressive feats and working together, and... Wow. Minecraft, so... a communion that other games just don't provide. You don't see a lot of people becoming lifetime friends over Candy Crush or another simple game they can download on their phone, something they can work together and achieve so much on, even if completely electronically. People do act as citizens. Well, that went on for longer than I expected, so any touching word? All right.
Give me A.
Yeah, I really need... Hopefully... Yeah, give us A's. Really, anything's better than a 0, but please, A's.
You're my favorite teacher.
Yeah, Haley and Jaden signing out.
Signing off.